Hey, Trish Living. Hey, baby and kids. Hey, TT girl. How are you? How's everybody doing? Trisha, how you doing today, girl? Y'all come on in. Come on in. Take a seat. Grab a drink. Let's get this party started. Hey, what about that title, though? We all the way live up in this joint. Hey, Joy. How are you? Thanks for coming. Hey, guys, if you don't mind, give me a thumbs up. I'm glad to know you're doing well, TT. I have been I think what you do is absolutely amazing too, by the way. Um I almost I almost had baby fever not long ago now. I can't have any more kids. But my granddaughter was living with me for about 6 months. And if for you all don't know, my son, my oldest son, just got out of prison back in October. And when he came home, his technically she is his wife. Um they act more like she his baby mama. What's up, Boogie? Hey girl, hey Green. So I'm giving everybody just a rundown on what I was telling TT at Baby and Kids Unlimited. My son just got out of prison in October, and his daughter, his wife, they've been estranged for about 3 years now. And so she agreed to let my grandbaby come and live with him, well, with us. And so we of course we were taking care of her. And so my she decided in the end of February to, I'm saying, steal her back, because that's how I feel. That's what she did, because there was no warning. Yes, she was saying, I'm going to come and get her. But that's just because her and my son were having some, they were just not agreeing on foolishness. That's all it was. And so she went and withdrew her from school and didn't tell me and didn't tell my son. And then she took her where she's living now, which is a couple of hours away. And so I was in my feelings for a while, and I think I kind of went into not a depressive state, but I was really sad for a few weeks. And this just happened. Like, I'm gonna say it was March 1st, when it happened. And so, oh, thanks, my man, girl. I got to change it up. So yeah, this just happened. And so I was, it sent me into like a little frenzy. I was really, really sad because if you know me, that baby she is my world. Hey Virgo, hey Zion. I'm just talking about, I had a baby moment um here a few weeks ago, and I was telling the story about my son being in prison and then his daughter being able to come and live with us, and then her mom taking her back. Just things don't play out the way we feel that they should, and so we do something to react, or we give a reaction that isn't necessarily the right thing to do, or the best thing to do, or the most healthiest thing to do, in my opinion. We were the healthier choice for her to be, but it's neither here or there. So I was having some baby moments. So I was been watching a lot of TT's videos on how she does the reborn babies, and I told my husband, I said, "Babe, I think I want a baby." He said, "I know you lying." I know you lying. They sell them now. Reborn. I can get me a baby. And I ain't got to worry about nobody taking her away from me. She called me today and she said, "Mimi, I miss you." I said, girl, I miss you too. If Mimi knew where she was, Mimi would go and pick her up. Girl, go outside and wait for me. I'll be there in 2 hours. Hey, so everybody's coming in. Green, she was here. She came October 29th. No, my son got out of prison October 29th. She came a Halloween night, which was what, the 31st? So she had been here from October 31st to March the 1st. That's how long she had been here. And she was established. I had her in school. We had a routine. Now forget my son. He's dad, but we basically took care of her. Me and my husband. And so, but it was cool. It's son, you go live your life. Do what you need to do. Pop in every 3 days or every other day and let her know that you still love her. But we good. And so yeah, she she took her back, and I'm trying to get over it. But it's tough. I don't have any girls personally. I was blessed with 3 boys and 4 with my husband. And so girls just bring a different vibe. She brought a different vibe to the house. My 16-year-old Seth, we were talking on yesterday or day before, and he said, Mom, he said, I miss Soraya so much. Her presence is truly missed. I said, man, I know. I feel the same way. And so when she called me today, shout out to the 9 in the stream. If my mods would, I'm not really looking at the chat. I'm gonna go back and look at it in a minute. She called, and then she called. And so I was like, I got to talk to her a little bit. But it's all good. I'm okay with it now. Well, I'm not, but because I still feel that she's not in the best environment. Um, well, I know she's not in the best environment. And so I'm still in my feelings in that aspect because, I'm an advocate for children. Um, because of, some things that happened in my past when I was a child. And so I advocate for kids, and when they're not, when I feel that they're not in the best environment, and especially if it's my blood, I'm her Mimi. And so if y'all are not going to advocate for her, let me advocate for her. But I'm trying to move forward. However, whatever that looks like, I don't even know myself what it looks like, but it's day by day. It's all good. But what's up with everybody? I'm gonna go back and start reading some of these comments. Shout out to the 11 in the stream. I just really wanted to come on and, man, just add some excitement in these YouTube streets. And I don't want to, I want to burden anybody with my sad sob story. Just TT came in, and I was just sharing with her how, watching her videos makes me, have a little baby fever. That's all. We ain't getting no babies up in here though. That ship has sailed, sank, done, over. But what's up, everybody? Big Brown, what's good? Hey, how are you? Thanks for coming. I appreciate you, my brother. Okay, I'm catching up on. Did I miss anything important? Well, y'all all are important. But I just want to catch up. So everybody's speaking. Yeah, if you don't know anybody, if you don't have anybody, please grab them up. The people in my YouTube family are, that's what that is. That's what that is. So if you don't have anybody, grab them up. You won't be disappointed. They are all such beautiful people. And we have our own unique gift. And that's what I love about my YouTube family. Bookie, you said, oh my God, I'm sorry, which part? That my boy went to prison? Or the baby left? That him going to prison was a big, that hit me pretty hard too. Just because, how the court system, my son was a habitual. He was a habitual addict. And I'm not speaking about drugs. I'm speaking about just foolishness. He was into the drugs, he was into the gang banging, he was into the, all of that extra stuff. And whenever we had to go to the school or when we met people, they would be like, y'all don't match. He don't match. He don't seem like he come from a Christian home. That joker was into some of everything. And so, yeah, that was, that's a part of that's his testimony, that's his testimony. And I had to learn that, and come to terms with that. And it took me a minute because nobody wants to see their babies, in jail, in any kind of jail. Nobody wants to see that. But he started early. He started getting into stuff when he was about 13. He started going to jail when he was probably about 15. And then when he was about 20, they kept him. They kept his butt. And so he spent about 4 years um there. And it was hard. But and I told him, son, I would rather come and visit you in jail than go and visit your grave. And so I know that God still had his hands on him because guess what? Mama keep him covered under the blood of Jesus. I keep all my kids covered under the blood. God cover them. But it's his testimony. And God sometimes has to quarantine us. Help me somebody. Quarantine us because we don't know what the enemy has planned for us. Yes, he has to get permission from God to do whatever. So God does allow things to happen to us, sometimes to save our life. And so I thank God for saving my son's life because I do feel like prison saved his life. Hey, Adrian, how are you? Sorry, I missed your premiere. I was trying to get ready for my live. I slept. I slept a lot today. I've had insomnia. Um, Really, it started back after my granddaughter left, and then my husband, bless his heart, that baby worked. He started a second job, and so his schedule was already jacked up from his regular job is from 3 a.m. till whatever time. He's in the freight world, so we don't get end times. We get a start time, we don't get no end time. And so sometimes, he normally works between 10 and 15 hours a day sometimes. And then he started a second job, which he goes in at 6 p.m. to 12, and then he has to be at the other job at 3 a.m. And so when he did that, and that's been a couple of weeks, my sleep pattern just went all the way off. And so I'm up literally all night. Seriously. I'm probably averaging about 3 to 4 hours of sleep. And I'll be up and I'll go to bed probably around 3, 4, maybe 5. This morning I didn't go to bed until about 5. But I was up at 8:45. And so, but I did nap today. So I'm trying to get myself back on schedule. It's a little, when you get off schedule, it's kind of hard to catch up. But I am trying. I am just looking over in the comments. I didn't know about your son. Yeah, Bookie. Yeah, he was gone for almost 4 years. Yeah, he was gone for a minute, but he's home now. He's doing well. He's really doing well. We're really proud of him. He did. He just needed his behind spanked real good. Because we know when we go into something, we know, okay, it's wrong. And we choose to do it anyway. And then we've always been able to rescue him, and that's been the problem because we were always there to rescue him in some shape, form, or fashion. And sometimes that's not good as parents. As parents, we've got to know when to take our hand off because we become our children's gods in so many cases. We become their gods because we're always running to their rescue. And my boy, I was his advocate. Yeah. And my husband and I bumped heads a lot because I tried to protect him. Even though I knew he was wrong, that motherly instinct kicked in. Oh, you gotta save him. But I had to realize, and when he went to prison, it made me realize, baby, I can't save him. And that's a tough pill to swallow for a mother. Um, and if your child is sick, or if your child is going to prison, and we ain't talking about jail. This baby he went to the pen. I couldn't save him. And it took me a while to get over that. But I used to stress about it so much. But I tell y'all, I started praying and really asking God, you got to take this from me. I can't do it, because there was so much going on in life. Not only him, there was just all sorts of battles and trials that we were facing. I felt like David and Goliath. Because it was so much. But how many of you know that if you just give it to God, he will be your David? I had stones in my bag and didn't even know it. I know how David got collected those 5 stones, 5 smooth stones. The word says he collected those 5 stones and he only used one. Y'all, I had stones in my bag and had forgot all about them. So guess what? After I found them stones, I gave them to the Lord. He took that burden away from me, and he did. And I was able to live again, and not be stressed out about my son, or what he was doing, or what he was going to get into next, or who was going to call me with some foolishness that he had done. And so, I'm in a praise moment. I'm praising God because God saved his life. Going to prison saved his life, literally. It saved his life. And he came back and told me, he said, Mom, prison saved my life. I said, boy, don't you know I know? Your mama know. Because guess what? I was praying for you, baby. I was praying for you. And he was able to find himself. He was able to put that mirror in front of himself and reflect on some of the things that he had done, the person that he was. And it's not until we know who we are, or accept the person that we are, however you look. Some of y'all pretty, some of y'all gorgeous, but some of y'all are real ugly. And I don't mean aesthetically. I don't mean on the outside. I'm talking about on the inside. We are ugly on the inside when we do things that go against the very essence of who God has created us to be. And he said that we are fearfully and wonderfully made. We are royal priesthood. We are fearless. That's who we are. And so sometimes we get caught up in all of this other stuff, and we put on all these masks, and we put on all these extra clothes that was not intended for us to wear, or the mask that was not intended to go over our face. And we become these people that are unrecognizable. And when we become these people, it's not until sometimes people just don't know who they are. I didn't know who I was. I didn't know that I was real ugly. I did not know that I was an ugly woman until I asked God to show me myself. And be careful when you ask God to show you yourself, because when he starts to show you yourself, you better be ready, because I did not like who I was. And that's what happened with my son. He was able to reflect, and God was able to show him who he was. And when he came and told me that, yes, Virgo, that is a praise report. Organic, we raised them, but ultimately, um, they are God's. We need to try to hold on to something that temporary. That's right. They're only they're gifts. Our kids are gifts. They're not permanent. They don't belong to us. They belong to God, who created them. We all belong to God. And so when we keep putting ourselves in a position to be their gods, they expect us to be their gods. And that's not letting them become the people that God has ordained for them to be. That's not letting them live out their testimony, because we all have a testimony. I don't care how small you may think it is. We all have one. And we as parents, we've got to learn how to take a step back, look on the other side of the glass, and do your own soul searching. It's hard. It's not an easy task. It's very hard. It's very hard to see, well, dang, could I have prevented my baby from going to prison because I kept bailing him out? Could I have? I don't know. I know that at one point I was his God. He looked to me um to help him out of situations. He looked at his dad to help him out of situations. And guess what we did? Like fools, came up with the money and bailed his butt out. Time after time after time after time after time again. We went into debt trying to save him. And he still ended up going to prison anyway. And so if you're in that situation, take a step back, and really assess the situation, and don't allow, I'm going to say this, your kids have to have their own testimony. As a parent, the things don't always be so quick to run to their rescue and bail them out. I now have, I'm so much better, because my first instinct is not to go, is not to see. They know that I love them, and they know that they can come to me, and they know that I am their greatest cheerleader. But I know that I'm not their God, and those are big shoes to fill. And I don't want to be walking in those shoes any longer, because I realized what I was doing, and it doesn't help. It only hurts, because that testimony has to be walked out. No matter how long you do what you do, it has to be walked out. And so that's one of my it's not my testimony. That's one of my son's greatest testimonies. And he will tell you, if he was here today, he moved out a couple last month, in February. As soon as he got out parole, y'all, that baby was gone the next day. And so yeah, he gone. And so, but he's doing really, really well. He's living life. He's working. He's on the right track. And I just, that is a praise report. That is a praise report. I'm so thankful that God continued to keep him, because even during a testimony, there is sometimes another testimony. And you just have to keep them. You just have to keep them covered under the blood of Jesus. And so Joy says, right, accept who we are. Yes, ugly souls. Joy, I'm telling you, my soul was ugly. It was real ugly. Bookie said, look at God. I'm telling you, God is, yeah, he is all that. And I'm so glad to be on the winning team, because he is the winning team. What's up, Nikki? How are you? Thank you for coming in. Shout out to the 11 in the stream. Whoop, 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 whoop. We all the way live in this joint. Yes. So if you're new in here, welcome, 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 welcome. I thank you all for being here with me, rocking with me. I appreciate you all. Adrian says, Virgo says, yes, he will reveal some things. Man, and when he does, y'all, it hurt my soul. It hurt my soul. I had to do all kind of apologize. I did that to you. I said that. What? Not me. Oh, yes. Yes, yes. Hey, Miss Sugar. Hey, girl, hey. Nikki, you a little tired? Get you some rest. Get you some rest. Aries season right on. Joy. So huh? You know. Dining DMV Dandy. Hey girl. Hey. So we're just chatting it up, y'all. I didn't have a topic, and I prayed about one. The Lord didn't give me anything, and so I said, I'm just gonna flow with it. However you lead me. But I knew the title was "We All the Way Live" in this joint, because I feel like, with all the things that are going on around us, We all need a little encouragement, a little uplifting. And so that's all I wanted to do. I just wanted to be an encouragement to somebody. Joy, who is in the building, she knows what encouragement is all about because she is Miss Inspiration. That's your new name, you're Miss Inspiration. And I don't know if you all remember some weeks ago, we were talking about a name for me. And I think it was Joy. I don't know who it was, but Keely Speaks. And if you look at my banner, I finally figured out how to create a banner. And so that's the title on my banner, Keely Speaks. And I'm going to bring you all up to speed on that as well. My husband is a pastor and has been for about 11, 12 years. And so in doing that, that was during the time that I was asking God to show me who I was. And so that was a struggle, another struggle within itself. But I kind of lost, I didn't kind of, I lost my voice. I lost my voice um in ministry and then in life because I never wanted to be that wife who embarrassed her husband. And I in this position, you see a lot of pastors' wives or ministers' wives that you'll be looking sideways at, like, did she say that? I mean, for real? So I never wanted to be that person. I love my husband and I am a representation of him and he of me. And so I never want to to say anything bad about him or to react in public negatively and have people looking at him sideways. Never wanted to embarrass him. And so I started to keep my mouth shut. I started to close my mouth. And so when people would say things, I just felt like I didn't have a voice. Because mind you, I was at that time I was asking God to show me myself, and because he had shown me how ugly I was and how much of a gorilla I was. I ain't been saved all my life, and Keely ain't been bubbly all her life. She was a booger, and so it was during that time when he was showing me that, and I felt like if I say something, my husband called me cinnamon. SIN. Somebody catch that later. So Cinnamon is my alter ego. I never wanted Cinnamon to come out. And I didn't know how to control Cinnamon at that time. And so because I didn't know how to control her, let me just be quiet and grit my teeth. And after years and years of gritting my teeth, it became, my mouth was like this. It was closed. I lost my voice. I lost um the ability to express my feelings. And so when one of my reasons for starting YouTube, and I didn't know this when I started YouTube to go into the mukbang community, mukbang, or however you say it. That's how I started YouTube. That was my intent, but that was not where God wanted me to be, in that community. When I got on, the community was already saturated, and I said, well, I do all sorts of stuff. I didn't know that it was going to boil down to me being more inspirational than anything. And so when that title, when somebody, whoever said that, put that out there that night, Keely Speaks, it resonated within my soul. And we had done a photo shoot back in February. My husband has a podcast on Sundays. It's called The God Squad. Shout out to The God Squad. My husband has a podcast. And so we did a photo shoot there. And I did a photo shoot. My husband set it up for me to do a photo shoot for my YouTube page. Now, I've not posted any of the pictures really, because, and I don't even know why. But there's a picture of me on the mic, or me. You'll see it. If you see my banner, you'll see it. And so when I was doing my after that chat at night, Keely Speaks, I wrote it down and it resonated with me. And then I was going through my photos and I was like, look at God. Keely Speaks. And then it all comes full circle because I had lost my voice. God was saying, Keely, this is the way that I'm giving you your voice back. Mm, mm, mm. If I could shout, if I had the space, if this green screen went behind me, I might get up and cut a step or two. Keely speaks. I've got my voice back. And so mm, I got it back. So shout out to whoever said Keely speaks. I know that was nobody but God working behind the scenes to do that. So okay. Yes, yes, Aries. Yes, shout out to the 9 in the stream. Hey, hey, hey. No, just joy. Too much pressure. LOL. Keely. Joy. No, for real. For real, you are truly an inspiration. Don't look at it as pressure. Look at it as God has given you, He has gifted you with a precious gift of inspiring and encouraging um, people who know you. And that is a blessing. That is a blessing. What projects am I working on? Okay, so I am working on a merch store. I've got some t-shirts in the making. Actually, I was supposed to go and pick them up on Sunday, but Sundays are busy for us. We have the church, and then we have the radio show, and then we always have a guest. And my sons come over for dinner, so I didn't get by there, but I'm working on merch. I'm working on um some oils. I'm working on um okay, so I'm gonna tell y'all a secret, right? How many in here? 9 of y'all. Good night, Nikki. Thank you so much for joining. Green, yeah, Keely speaks. That it. I love it. I really love it. Book said, go ahead and cut her up, girl. Don't get me started. Don't get me started. I can shout now. I can get my shout on. But so I am working on. Y'all see, my hair is pink. I don't know if how well y'all can see it, but it's pink. It's pink and orange. I had to do it myself because I can't go nowhere. But my goal is to maybe figure out a way to start a hair color line because I like color and I like color. My husband used to tell me all the time that what's your church? It's the chosen church, Bookie. And we're doing virtual. We were actually one of the first churches to do virtual. We've been doing virtual for now probably about 4 weeks. But at 10:30, Facebook Live at 10:30. It's the chosen church. And there's a picture of my husband and myself. He has on a red jacket and I have on a white blouse. That's how you know because there's two. We had two pages, but we only used the one. So it's the chosen church, Bookie. Um, so my husband used to tell me, you do this to get attention. And that's not. So for some people, yeah, that may be the case. For me, this is a way of me expressing myself. I love color. And everybody can wear color now. I'm one of those people that are fortunate enough to wear hair color. And it's been some of every color. And so I feel like that's okay, Green. Okay, Green. Go take care of your husband, boo. I know how they go. And so I figured, why not? I mean, it's what I do. It's what I do anyway. And so, y'all see, I'm giving y'all a panoramic view. And so I think that would be so cool. I'm just in the beginning stages of researching Joy. But I want to do that. And also, Joy, I'm hopeful that I will finish my book. It is a cookbook, um, and they are my own recipes. And I started it late last year. And I've got, all my recipes written down. I just haven't assembled everything together. And my husband and I are also working on a book. Hey, Blackbird, thank you for joining. Where you at, sis? What do you mean? Where am I at? I'm in Dallas. I'm in Texas. I'm in Dallas, Texas. Born and bred. My husband and I started on a book back in 2012. And it's just a story of our life. And so we're tinkering with that, and it's just about time management for that book, because we've got all the chapters, we've got the intro, we've got some of the chapters even written out, but all the names of the chapters. We have all that written down. It's just about us sitting down and getting serious about you know doing it. Are you going to put it on YouTube? Yes. The Facebook Live, Boogie. Yeah, I have to figure out how to. You know what? We may come and do it from StreamYards if he wants to do it. How do I use Facebook? Hey, Siegel 644. How are you? Welcome to the stream. Maykaka? Am I pronouncing that right? How do I count past 6? What do you mean? Just catch a new video. Just catch a new. You saw it already published? You know what? I think I had it for set for 8 o'clock. Thank you, Adrian. Thank you, Adrian, for your support. Yeah, so it's just about finding time to put that stuff together. But I know that it's gonna bless so many marriages, because Uki, you know some of our story. If you knew our story, I was asked the question, girl, why did you stay? Because God didn't tell me to leave. Keitra wanted to leave, but God didn't tell me to leave. And that's the beautiful thing about having a relationship with God, because and having an ear to hear his voice. Because when Keitra wanted to leave, Keitra made plans to leave. But God said, no, be still. He said, be still. And I heard it very clearly. And so 3 weeks later, my husband was saved and baptized. So don't tell me God don't work, and don't tell me that I don't hear. So had I left, that would have been going. So I'm on a rabbit trail. But okay, good. I'm on a rabbit trail, but I'm talking about, the book that my husband and I are working on. When it's ready, I want you to come on. Okay, Joy, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. I'm this quarantine time, Stephanie, 50 and climbing, if you guys don't know her, grab her up. She's awesome. But she said a couple of weeks ago, we need to be asking God what's in our hand. And I have been asking God that. And he told me years ago, you have wealth in your hand. And I'm like, well, Lord, I don't see it. And so then last week, he started bringing back to my remembrance all the things that he's put in me, all the things that he's told me to do, and I set on them. That's what's in my hand. And so those are the things that I'm trying to, they've already been birthed, so I can't say birth, but those are the things that I want to, take. I want them to reroute. And so yeah, I'm working on quite a few things, Joy, and I will be rolling them out. I don't know that I'm going to roll them out at the same time. Just however God leads me to do it, that's what I want to do. Where do I get the book? Bookie, I'm not done with it yet. I'm hoping to be within the next couple of months. And look at me putting a demand on myself. But that's good. That's good. I need to be accountable. I need for you all to hold me accountable. Have you ran yet, sis? What you talking about, TT? Where I'm running to? Siegel says, how do I send an emoji? Siegel, you just on your keyboard, there's a if you do mine is the window sign, and the period and emoji would come up. Or if you use TubeBuddy, you can do it that way too. Oh, yeah. No, the YT is just the semicolon, or I forgot what those were. The 2 dots and then the YT, not the 2 dots behind. I think that's how it it works. Somebody in the chat help Siegel out. Punky V Asia. Hey, thanks for coming. Shout out to the 11 in the stream. We don't have a topic. We are just chit chatting. We just encouraging one another. If anybody else has a different topic that they want to share, I will open up the stage. I will even share my link for you to come on up here. And we could talk about this thing together. I just been, running my mouth basically. But I want you all to know that I love you. And when I say I love you, I really mean it. I love you all. And I appreciate you all for rocking with me. Shout out to the 10 in the stream. We're only going to go an hour. I know that Carter is doing an interview with Bo Knows and Hustle TV. So I will be going over there to catch some of them, to catch some of that. But yes, y'all, please hold me accountable. Oh, okay. Yes, thank you, Zion. Please remember to smash that like button if you have not already, please. And thank you in advance for doing so. But yeah, we all have gifts and talents in this time that we're in during this. You know what? We should all be taking advantage of what we have in our hands, or asking if you don't know already, asking God what to show you, what he would have you to be doing in this time. And I mean, it's a time for to gain intimate relationship with him, because we definitely need him. And so that's what I've been doing. I've been, other than trying to catch up on with everything in life, and being up, that's all I've been doing. I've been, me and the Lord got some stuff going on, and I'm excited about what's to come. I'm excited about getting merch out there. I don't know, Joy, do you if anybody in here has merch, what platform do you use? Which is better? I've researched a few of them. Spreadshirt. I've researched Shopify. I've researched Etsy. I've researched there's one they have the Bella, is it Printify? Maybe it's Printify. And I don't know which is the best platform just starting out. Blackbird, what are you talking about? For the crimes of O.J. Simpson. Now I don't want to be held accountable for in that same category now. No. So yeah, what are some of the platforms, or what are the best platforms? Joy, if you are still here, I know that you are I know you divine your time, and I appreciate you. Yes, thank you, Adrian. Thank you. You use Shopify? It's the best. Okay. I think I looked that one up last night. Damn. Yep, Shopify is the one that I was researching last night, or well, this morning. Okay, so I will I'll look into that. And because I have somebody already to make my shirts, I have to figure out which is going to be more profitable, to use their service or to, but I guess it would be the same, huh? Because I would still have to pay for shipping and all of that. What do you think? Jesse Johnson, hey, welcome to the stream. Thank you for coming. Thank you, Zion. I appreciate it. Yes, please be mindful. Listen. In my Carter East voice, this is a drama-free zone. Don't come in here with no foolishness. Please don't do that, because my mom will kick you out. Okay? Thank you in advance. Don't talk foolish in my chat. Yeah, so, okay, Joy, you're here. How old are you, Jess? Blackbird, you want to be in timeout? You know what? I ain't gonna even play with you. I ain't gonna even play with you. Somebody do something with Blackbird. One of my mods, take care of that, please. But anyway, so yeah, Shopify. I'll check Shopify out, Joy, and see. Joy, I'm excited about my socks. I can't wait to see them. I can't wait to see them. Red Shadow Legend. Siegel, what are you talking about? Okay, yeah, it seemed like y'all got you, Siegel and Blackbird got a whole conversation going on. Okay, okay. Just as long, I just want to be clear on what I expect and don't allow in my chat. I appreciate you for apologizing, Blackbird. But anyway, so how is everybody doing in this time that we're in? How's everybody doing? Are we all practicing being safe? I hope so. I am. I've been inside. I've not I did go last night. Just my husband took me on a we went around the block and came back home. Literally around the block. We didn't get out the car. We just went around the block and we came back home. And that was good for me. It was good for me. Just the time, to spend with him. Because we don't get to spend a lot of time together. But so yeah, we went around the what did I miss? It's all love and peace, man. Okay. Oh yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome, Joy. I can't wait to get them. I ordered my husband a shirt from LSP. The Impossible. She has one Impossible. I ordered him that shirt. And it is so befitting for him. If you knew my husband, it's gonna be, some of the stuff in the book. But I will give you a brief synopsis. My husband was an OG, a real OG. And that ain't no lie. If you can think about it, he did it. Yeah, and so impossible is what the world said about him. But how many know that God makes those things that seem impossible possible? That'll preach right there. That will preach. Good sis, trying to stay safe. Good. I'm glad. Zion, have you posted anything? I've not been getting notifications for any of my people. What's still sweet? Bookie. How I talk about my boo. You know he my boo. That is my boo. I love me some Victor Lee. Ain't nobody say nothing about Victor Lee. Not to me. You better not. That's my boo. That's my boo. And he loved me right back. We love each other. That's the beautiful thing about being in a relationship, being married, or our marriage. I can't speak on every relationship, but that's the beautiful thing about our relationship. If you knew our story, if you people look at us now, they wonder why I stayed. And what happens is they see the glory, but if you knew the story, you know why my husband loves me. You know why he spoils me. You know why I love him. You'll know why. We're better together now than ever before. You would know why if you knew our story. But that's gonna be, some of it is gonna be in the book. And I actually had titled a live. My first live, I was gonna talk about everything went wrong. That was my title, and I still have that in my I still have it up on StreamYard, and I am going to talk about it one live, but your girl was crazy. For real, for Reed. Darktown. Oh, Adrian, you better know. Let me tell you, I'm going on another rabbit trail. So my husband, one of his somebody that was younger than him contacted him a few weeks ago. It was a few weeks ago. And he was making these hats, and he only made 12. And it says Darktown veteran. And my husband's hometown, they call it Darktown. It's really, he's from a little country town called Greenville, Texas. But they named their city, the area where they live in, Darktown. And so he said, man, I'm reaching out to a few of the people that paved the way, that paved the way, and who made Darktown what it is. I'm reaching out to them to see if they would be interested in a hat. And he only made 12. And so I said, babe, you a real OG, huh? he said, girl, I guess so. Boy, you know you're OG. You know, if y'all know some of the things that I know and repeat on YouTube, y'all might be shut down. But there is a God, because that joker, now, he was like Paul. If anybody know about Paul, Bookie, you know, right? Thank the Lord for Jesus, because Jesus came through for that baby. I have 2 videos ready. Too, Adrian cooking. Okay, I will make sure that I go and check you out, Zion. Yeah, Bookie said that was Bookie that said that for real. Darktown OG. I thought it was Adrian. Yes, that is the truth. Bookie JB got a hat. He was one of the 12. Oh, we gonna need to see them, Zion. What we cooking? Can you tell us, or do we just need to wait for the video? Go on, give us a snippet of what you cook. Shout out to the 8 still hanging in the stream with me. I appreciate you all to the max, to the max, to the max. I'm only going to be on here a few more minutes, an hour. That's that's all I've been. Hey, Jill, how are you, sweetie? Jill, we don't have a topic. We just chilling. We all the way live. I'm all the way live. I've been telling some of my shenanigans about my people, my family. It's I was thinking um I was thinking about it. I think it was today, how I've not seen my mom in over a month, probably. Other than Facebook. We do our church service virtually. We have for the last 4 weeks, and so I see her, on there. But it times like this, it makes you reflect on not being able to see the people that are closest to you, the people that you love. And so, if it's important, that we all uh stay connected in some way. If you have FaceTime. Okay, Zion, if you have FaceTime or social media or whatever, make sure you're reaching out to your family members and letting them know that you love them. I always say, I love you, and because I do, I mean it. When I say I love you, I really mean it. Because God loves me, and that's the least I can do is love on his people. And that's what he says. His greatest commandment is to love thy neighbor as you do yourself. um Tell us about Applebee's. Hey, in tap and Applebee's. Um okay okay, Zion, I will catch them. I will catch them tonight. um I'm afraid my husband has gone to work. So I'll be able to catch them. Applebee's. Who's talking about Applebee's? Oh no, Applebee's is not fine dining, Adrian. It's Applebee's is like, is there a Chili's? Adrian, where are you again? Are you in Carolina? Are you in South Carolina, North Carolina? I'm sorry, I forgot. Um, Applebee's is like, if there's a Chili's there, or a Bennigan's, or um something like that. They're along the lines of something like that, but it's not considered fine dining. They have like a little more upscale than just bar food. But they have like fajitas, they have burgers, they have dips, they have fajitas, enchiladas, stuff like that. But no, it is not considered fine dining. But it's pretty good. They actually have an Applebee's that is not far from where I am. Y'all, we went up in there one, and it was late. They stay up until 4 o'clock, and it was literally like a club. The music was bumping. I mean, the only thing they didn't have in there was a dance floor, but it was literally like a club, and I'm like, oh my, they are lit up in here. It was, it was a good atmosphere, but we've not been back. Not all Applebee's are like that, because the one on the other end of where we live, they're not. It's a whole different atmosphere. And so, and they close at 2 o'clock, so it's like a club. What's up, Andy? How are you? Thank you for joining us. Adrian says, I don't know, like Applebee's, I call it crap. Ours isn't good. West Virginia. Okay, West Virginia. It's not. Applebee's is not my favorite restaurant. We went there that night because there was nothing else open, and we wanted. We do a lot of cutting corners, turning corners on the weekends when we don't have anything else to do, and so we'll just ride it. We just ended up there. It's never Applebee's has never been one of our first choices to go, but the appetizers are decent. You like their drinks, Jill? We had that night, we had something. I think we probably took a couple of tequila shots, I think, that night. But I mean, and it was, it was good. It was all right. Okay. Okay, Adrian. You love Applebee's? Yeah, I mean, some people really like them. It's just a personal preference. There, I would go to Chili's before I went to Applebee's. Chili's is better to me. But do y'all have a Cheddar's where you are? I don't know where everybody is. Zion, you're in Ohio, right? Are you in Ohio? And I think Joy is in New Jersey. Jill, where are you? Where are you located? Blackbird, why are you in tears, baby? You ate 20. 20 what? Uh, Applebee's. Look here now. Yeah. Um. Okay. You know what? I didn't ask y'all to be nice enough. So, uh, yeah, that's what it's gonna be. Our time now. Zion is on the West Coast. Is the West Coast? Is Ohio? Wait a minute. Arizona. Arizona. She's in Arizona. Right. It's Stephanie that's in Ohio. I get it. I try to keep up with where everybody else is. TT, are you still in here? Where are you? Because I know you're Central Standard Time Zone. Baby and Kids Unlimited is still here. Where are you? I know we're in all time zones. Adrian, I love Cheddar's too. That is really their name, Scratch Kitchen. That's yeah, they have some, and they have really good sides too. They have really good sides. Okay, y'all, we have made an hour. So if you don't have anything to do, I know I'm going to catch up on Zion's videos. And if you haven't already, I dropped a video today. If you're still in the chat, do me a favor and go and check my video out, like, comment. If you've not joined my family, if you've not joined my squad, come and join my squad, because all I want to do is love on you. That's all I want to do. That's all I want to do is love on you. That's my purpose in life, to love on you. And so, with that being said, shout out to the 7 still in the stream. I love you all. Thank you all for rocking with me tonight. We are still all the way live in this joint. Don't forget it. Jill, you need to check Cheddar's out. You need to check them out. You would like it. Well, I mean, I like it. I can't say whether you would like it or not. But if you like, a twist of home cooked, it reminds you of home cooked. Bye, Siegel. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate you. Yeah, you if you like home cooked, you would probably like Cheddar's, because it's a scratch kitchen. That's the name. That's the name that they say, Cheddar Scratch Kitchen. So yeah. But anyway, shout out to you all. I love you all so much. Thank you all. I will try to catch up on your videos, Adrian. I will watch yours from the premiere tonight, along with Zion's. Jill, I know I haven't been to your house in some days, but I will stop by you too. But I love you all. Have a great night. Hey, if you all don't know, Carter is being interviewed on Bo Knows and with Bo Knows and Hustler TV. So if you all don't Joy, can you grab that link for Bo and drop it for all that want to go on and support Carter? If you don't know who Carter it is, Lisa is awesome. Jill, have a wonderful night. Joy, thank you so much. Yes, it's coming. I promise, it's coming. I'm gonna be calling on you too, Joy, because I need some help. I want to remember I sent you that DM. Because I really want to do that with my I'll tell you about it. So okay, so I love you all. Thank you, Joy. If you can grab that. Oh, you're not a mod, Joy? Okay, I got you. I got you, Joy. Hey, Aon, how are you? We are leaving. You had a busy day? Yeah, yeah, it's been crazy. It has been crazy around here. Let me see if yeah, no, I don't have. But it's Bo Knows. It's if you put in BO knows, you'll be able to find the link. Joy, I don't know how to let me see, Joy. Hang tight before I get off of here. Okay, I go into YouTube, right? I did it on my first live and they had to tell me how to do it. Because your girl didn't know. She didn't know. Okay. Hang tight, y'all. Hang tight. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, Aon, for popping in. I love my YouTube family, y'all. Y'all just don't know. Okay, Joy. You are Joy. And thanks. If you all would, Carter is virtual hugging you back. Hugging you back. Oh, you know what? I could probably do it, Joy, since I'm on here. Maybe. I don't know where it went. Oh, I can't. Okay. I'm gonna do it from my phone, Adrian. I'm getting it now. If we can, let's go and support Carter. Okay, I just dropped the link. And that's for Carter. Carter's Eats is on with Bo Knows and Hustler TV. They're interviewing her. So if you all want to go and check it out, there's the link. I hope you can grab it up. But anyway, been on an hour and 6 minutes. I love you all again. Thank you all for rocking with me. Shout out to you 6 that are in the stream. We are all the way live. Remember, take Jesus with you wherever you go. Be safe, stay blessed. And remember, in this time of whatever we calling it, we got to be careful with our words. Quarantine. Pray and ask God what he has for you to be doing, what's in your hand. And when he shows you, don't sit on it. Don't sit on it. Run with it. And then it gives you the option to make mine. Oh, I did, Adrian. I made her mod. Yeah, I went on yeah, I made Joy a mod. Yeah, she's mod. She probably just hopped up back over to the other channel. But I went ahead and it's not highlighted. I don't know why my link is not highlighted, but anyway, it's Bo knows. It's highlighted on my phone, but not. Jill, thank you. I love you, Jill. I love you. Okay, y'all. I'm out on that note. I'm out. Y'all have a safe and blessed night, and I will see you in these YouTube streets on tomorrow or tonight or whenever. All right. Bye, y'all. Love y'all. Toodles. Okay, Joy, we're heading over. I'm heading over now, so I'll see you in a bit. Love you, Joy. Love you, Adrian. Love you, Jill. Love you, Ayon. Love you, love you, love you. I love you. I mean it. I really, really mean it.